I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it says that we're live. Ooh, it says we're live.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, but if you keep telling me to put it up there, but you're not hearing what I'm saying, we have to chat through there. That's how we see the chat, baby.
Oh.
See? Look. That's how you have to run the live stream now, is through this. See? Did you try rebooting your router and computer? Can you see us? Are we jerky? Are we jerky?
Are we smooth?
Are we smooth? Or are we
going,
jerky? I'm terrified to try to...
We're smooth. Sarah says we're smooth.
Okay, so I am live streaming from my iPhone 7 right now. So don't ever say that we don't love you, because we have tried everything today. And now we are on my iPhone 7. Saying hello to all of you and all the ships at sea. So, anyways, we are live. I can't see anyone typing.
Oh, there's no, you can't see any chat?
There's no chat anymore? It's completely fine now. Will your iPhone fix the booking issues? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jess. Hi, James. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again.
Oh, my God.
Anybody know that song? Hi, Paul. Hi, Renee.
Renee from the UK. Thank you, Jess. I decided to wear my really summer cruising shirt in honor of the month of June.
Look, there we are.
Oh, don't we look
Does
crazy?
everybody want to see what we see? Because everything, you guys are seeing a little delay, I think. I think we see a delay. I don't know. But that is what we see. We're looking on our computer right now. Chat is disabled for this live stream. Why does it say that?
I have no idea. God, has the whole world gone insane?
I don't know.
Right here. Blue.
Oh, that's it? Oh, look, I'm catching up. Oh, no, maybe it's just, it started a new thing. I don't know. First live chat, Crystal.
Real time.
We can see
Tony
and hear
says
you in
we're
real
real
time. Okay. Well, then I don't know. Oh, see? It started a separate thing. I was trying to... See? It started a separate thing.
Okay.
I was trying to see it started a separate thing. I was trying to see it started a separate thing. I was trying to see it started a separate thing.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, now we have an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just turned that down. Basically, I was trying to find it so that Frank could see the chat that's going on, because I can see the chat on my phone, but Frank's having a hard time actually seeing the chat. So let me set this up for him, and we will be getting going.
People want to see our faces dead on.
All right, so there we go, people. See, now you can see the chat and I can see the chat. So, but we can't do any of the fun, cool things that we were going to do, like show you pictures and stuff like that, and the video we had prepared, because you can't do that from your iPhone. So,
Thanks, Melissa.
it's crazy.
It's my June summer 2019 super shirt.
So, we just want...
I'll hold it for you.
Okay.
I will be the cameraman while he does his announcement.
This is hard to do live streaming from your phone, I must admit. Hey, Mary. Welcome to the chat. So, well, we were going to ask you all if you like the new set. And
Of course, you had plenty of time to look at it since we were frozen.
we got this. We decided that we were going to set up a studio. It's now permanently set up in our home, so that whenever Frank feels well enough, we do our videos. We try to do them in blocks, so that I can edit them and try to make them as wonderful as they possibly can be. And then I upload them and tag them and do all this behind the scenes stuff with them, so that you can enjoy them. So we really were hoping that you all liked the new set. We did film a new opener for anyone that's new that finds us on our channel. Now, maybe you guys, the first time that you might have found us and went to YouTube, a video automatically played. Here, boo-boo, your arm hurts. Automatically played for you, introducing us and what our channel's about and whatever. We thought it was time for an update. So if you haven't seen that yet, go and check that out. You can find it in our videos. We wanted to let everybody know that we are currently at 9205 as far as subscribership is concerned, and we have over 2 million views. We hit over 2 million views just recently, and we're estimating that in about 4.5 to 5 weeks, we will be at the 10,000 subscriber mark.
Can you believe it? Good Lord, 10,000. Oh, that was a hard road.
Hi, Gail.
Oh boy.
We want to let everybody know that when we hit that 10,000 mark, we will be doing a major giveaway, right?
Oh God, for 10,000, absolutely.
Major award. We figure we're going to do some kind of giveaway. We're still working on the details of it. Everybody who is subscribed will be entered. So make sure that you subscribe, that you are subscribed. And you need to, if you like a video, we will give you an extra entry, right? And we wanted to tell everybody that our August filming schedule has been written. And we're currently working on September ideas, and we want yours. So if you have an idea.
This is all in sync with your phone.
Yeah, I know. They said it is in this lifetime, and I already noticed that.
Oh, well then why don't you just put that here instead of holding it, because we can see what's being said.
Because I can't see that and see this.
Oh gosh, you can't see that?
Well, I can see that, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It scares me.
He's very afraid.
That doesn't look right. What if we did that? Can you guys hear us okay?
Yes, otherwise it beats...
Hello! Hello!
Hello!
I moved the phone. Can you hear us?
I know.
Do you guys have a favorite airline? Yeah, it's fine. Thanks, James.
We like Delta.
So we'll get to questions in a minute, but send us your questions for the Q&A. Send us your ideas for videos that you'd like to see. You can send them to our email address, which is
cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com.
Now, since I did this live stream from our iPhone, because of all the technical difficulties, I will put all of our contact information in the description below after this video has been saved to replay. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And Frank has a little thing that he wants to get to.
I just wanted to say that, like we talked about filming, we filmed 4 videos this morning, and that puts us into about the middle of August. So our videos are filmed and sitting on Kevin's desk to be edited till about middle of August. So we are...
I have a lot edited.
We're about 2.5 months ahead. Because, you know, we're coming up in September on that cruise, and I don't want to wait till the last minute when we're still doing videos when I should be worrying about packing. But that being said, I do want to tell you a really nice story. It's a cute story. It's heartwarming. It's a love story. I want to give a shout out right now to Jamie and Ryan. And Jamie, hi Jamie and Ryan.
Hi.
They are on.
I hope they're still here. Well, they were going to try to make the
Well,
live
they're
stream.
busy.
But they were going to try to make the live stream, but we've had so many problems that we're not sure
Right.
if they're here.
But
here
I
yet.
told her if they didn't make it, it'll be on replay. So, but Jamie and Ryan are right now sailing on the Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Seas. So the two of you, Jamie and Ryan, I hope you're having a great time. They just got on. They'll be cruising for the week and have a drink for us.
We're really sorry that we don't have your picture, aren't able to show your picture. We did have that set. They were kind enough to send us a picture.
But we're going to post it on our Cruising with Wheels Facebook page so you can all see Jamie and Ryan because we wish them well. But I want to tell the story because last week I got a message from Jamie. And this is, I want to read you. This is what it said. It says, hey, Kevin and Frank, my wife and I have watched a lot of your videos and we are leaving for our perfect day with Royal on Friday, May 31st.
Now, let me interject. The picture was a woman.
So, yes. So, would you mind sending her a text wishing us off sometime that morning? And I got a phone number. So I'm thinking, oh, what a lovely gay couple. But, we don't really text because we don't, that would mean us giving out our phone number publicly. So I messaged back and I said, wish you well. And I'll give you a shout out on our Sunday live stream. But, we kind of don't do that. Well, the next day I got a message again and it said, hi, thank you so much for the response. I am grinning from ear to ear. Just love your videos. This is actually Jamie. My husband, Ryan, sent the original message to you as a surprise for me, not realizing that he sent it from my messenger. We are sailing on Adventure of the Seas and cannot wait. Thanks again for your response. And I thought, oh boy, first of all, I was like, oh, so much for the surprise for Jamie. Oh, honestly, Ryan, you should know what messenger you're on. But I thought...
Well, that happens with us, too.
So I said, you know what? I said, send us the picture. We're going to give you the shout out. But I want to say here and now, Jamie, he is a keeper. Okay? I mean, how sweet of Ryan to want to do this surprise for his wife. And I thought that was absolutely lovely. So, all you husbands out there, take a note. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell that story because it was really, really sweet. So, yeah, we're going to post that pic of the two of them. They boarded the ship, Adventure of the Seas, and they took a picture and sent it to us. So, yeah, very, very sweet.
So, I see a few questions in the room, and I just have to scroll back. I'm sorry. Do you guys have a favorite airline, and do you shop around for trips? That's from Reggie Norman.
Well, I don't know. Delta and Southwest is what we're used to.
We like whoever's cheap.
Yeah.
We find that Delta and Southwest seem to be the best prepared to deal with handicapped passengers. They're the most sensitive to the needs of the handicapped community, and that's what we generally travel because that is what airlines work for us where we're located.
And you have a personal contact.
I have a personal contact at Delta. I'm not going to name names because I was asked not to.
Well, no.
But she's a corporate contact who actually is a client of mine. We also received another question from Sue. Sue asked, what's our next cruise?
Oh gosh, that is coming up soon. It's like, what, 4 months from now?
It's in September.
Oh my God.
We've actually made a decision, guys. The bigger that we've gotten, what we've decided is that we're no longer going to release the dates that we will be on our cruises. Right, Frank?
Right.
We'll release dates if it's a group cruise, but if it's just a cruise for the two of us, or if it is a ship visit for us, we aren't going to release the exact dates. It's just going to be like a safety thing for us.
Well, and we've been getting a lot of people contacting us wanting to know specifics of what we're doing. And, because then they all seem to want to be like, oh, I'm going to book that cruise if you're going to be on it. And
it's very flattering.
It is flattering, but I want to remind everybody that this is a vacation for us.
And also, we have a filming schedule.
We have a filming schedule, and people think, well, I'm just going to go on the same cruise, and we're just going to hang out with Kevin and Frank. And
it's very flattering.
Yeah, but
it's just, I don't know. We just need to distance ourselves from giving out all of our information, right?
A group cruise is one thing, but the other cruises that we take, that again, people have to realize that this is a vacation. This is something we wait for, we plan for. Some other YouTube channels
we pay for.
Right, we pay some other YouTube channels. That's their job.
And they get paid to go on the cruise,
right,
and they get the free cruise.
Right, and well, we don't. Yeah. This is actually a vacation.
And that's how we can afford to tell you our opinion.
Right, our real opinion.
So Dan said, for people like me who have only freestyled, is there anything in particular we should be prepared for on another cruise line? Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, in my particular case. Thanks. Actually, Dan, you can freestyle on Royal Caribbean. You just have to select My Time Dining or Anytime Dining, and
And even on what people might consider the higher end cruise lines, in terms of dress code and dining, they're all kind of coming down to a more casual atmosphere.
We're getting this question a lot, and I
Yeah.
noticed this from Rudy Alcala. And Rudy's asking, have you ever cruised out of Buffalo? Well, no, because Buffalo does not have a cruise port.
We fly out of
We
Buffalo.
fly out of
'cause
Buffalo.
believe it or not, flights are much cheaper sometimes out of Buffalo, which is an hour away from us. So we'll
Right.
do the drive.
People are fascinated with Buffalo for some reason.
I don't know. Well, because Buffalo's always in the news. Buffalo's always on the map. You never see Rochester. If you look at a map, what it says? Buffalo, and then it says Syracuse. Well, Rochester is right in the middle, and you never see that.
Right. So I'd like to welcome Chris from Vancouver to the room. Also, Buck and Joy is here. She was asking about our live stream earlier this week.
I know.
While she, in a YouTube comment. We'd like to thank Dan for his super chat. Sheridan Brown has just arrived.
Did we say hi
so
to Melissa?
Welcome.
Melissa Hayes.
Melissa Hayes
Hi,
is here.
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. So anyways, we haven't cruised from Buffalo. Buffalo is the home of the largest peanut show. Okay.
Well, that's a bit of trivia. Where is it? I want to know. I love peanuts.
It's
I need to know the skinny on this.
maybe Rudy thinks that we're going to cruise in the peanut show.
In the peanut show. I'll be rowing.
Hi, Gina. Welcome to the chat.
Oh boy. I want to.
Hi, Katie. Welcome to the chat. It's good to see you, Mr. and Mr. Vlogs is here. Yes, it's take 4.
Yes.
We are now broadcasting from my iPhone 7.
I know. I'm not sure who's more exhausted, us or the puppies.
Oh my God! We've been running around and carrying. And then
trying to get me back up here.
Yeah, my computer must weigh like 30 pounds, and then all the accoutrement that goes with it.
And the puppies have never been in the basement.
And the lighting.
So to get them down there in an area they are unfamiliar with. And then be like, okay, well, we're going back up. Sorry, oops.
Good day, Karen. Karen's here from Australia, so we have to say good day. And fancy a walkabout and all that stuff.
Shannon from British Columbia.
Hi, Shannon. Tom is here. Oh, and Sharon. Sharon's with Tom. Nick is here, and he's originally from the Bronx.
Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa.
Yes, see, Nick is actually from upstate New York, even though we always say we're from upstate. Right. We're actually Western New York.
Yeah, like Canada.
But Rochesterians generally say they're from upstate. Right. But if you're in New York City, upstate is more like New Rochelle.
Yeah.
So, I get it. Sarah, I didn't drop the bomb on Frank about the group cruise.
What?
Sarah had to cancel the group cruise.
Oh, no.
Yes, but it's in lieu of, I don't know where my phone is.
Oh, your phone is right here. And
we
are, hold on. And somebody says, I have a problem.
Well, I can't tell you.
We are YouTubing from your phone, so it will not be on your waist.
Well, she messengered me, and they're actually going on their honeymoon.
I saw the word Europe.
Yes. That's what reminded me of it.
On the screen, I was like, Europe? Why is she saying that?
Because they're going to Greece.
Oh, wow. Lucky you.
The NCL Escape. Is it the Escape or the Getaway, sweetheart? Because I can't remember, and it's on my phone.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Hi, William from Cape Cod.
Crystal. Oh, Crystal. Crystal Brown, thank you so much for the super chat. That was very sweet and generous.
She's going on the Caribbean...
Royal Caribbean Symphony
18 days. 18 days. Woo!
Oh gosh, you know what? You're gonna blink and it's gonna be time to board.
So normally at this point when someone says something like that to me, I would put up a graphic that says if you would like to be a super cruiser and featured in one of our regular Thursday videos, please feel free to snap a picture of yourself and the people you're sailing with and email it to us at...
Oh my God, it's like we're functioning in
I know, right?
Prehistoric times.
So you need to send us an email with a picture of yourself on the cruise. It doesn't have to be on the ship, but it has to be from your cruise and include all the names of the persons in the picture and the name of the ship. And we will feature you on a regular Thursday video as a Super Cruiser. Are you all enjoying the brand new episodes of Frank's Cooking Corner? I hope so. Those videos are so long for me to edit. He does a great job filming it. Most of the time he films it on his own. On occasion I do help him. And he does them in these nice little bits that I can put together. Each episode contains average about 15 little video clips. And he has to put that all together. So there's going to be a lot of interesting recipes coming up. But once we get into after our September cruise on the NCL Escape, Frank's Cooking Corner will only air the first Saturday of the month. So I'm only going to do one a month because we'll be going back to Tales from the High Seas. We'll have come off that cruise, and I know there's going to be a lot of crap to talk about. So, for Celeste said that she would love to see more information on cruising, flying, and going on excursions with wheels. She is going on a Mediterranean cruise coming up next spring, and she's never flown in her wheelchair. Oh, gosh. So, can you do me a favor, please, and email us for Celeste, because I don't know if I'll be able to grab all this chat once the live stream ends because we're doing it from my phone, and that's a great idea for some videos. Also, you can post a question like that. We always say it's great for all of the cruising community to address it. Frank has a Facebook group page, and I'll let him tell you about that. Facebook group is called Cruise Chat. Just click to join, and we welcome cruisers from every cruise line. It doesn't matter. And people that have never cruised before but want to cruise or are interested in cruising, because you can go in there and ask as many questions as you want, and everybody is willing to help you out. And there is no question too big, too small, too silly, and too wacky to ask. So just ask it. Don't be embarrassed, because you know what? There's usually someone out there who's thinking the same thing and has the same question. So Wanda, hi Wanda
Hey,
Byron.
Wanda. Oh, Wanda made the fajitas. Wanda, do tell.
So welcome to the group chat. Hi Ginger. Have you been on a European cruise? Frank
have.
has been on a European cruise. He was on the Costa Europa back in 2006. But that same year, was it that same year?
Yeah.
That same year, I was in Europe. We had planned our vacations prior to meeting, and I was in Italy with
Right.
a group of my friends. So we both have been to Europe. I've been
One by land,
one by land, one by sea. He's visited some various countries, and I visited some various countries, and it was very
I know.
fun.
It's sad because for most of that 2 weeks, we were on a cruise for 2 weeks. And I have to tell you, for most of that, I have no memory. I only have pictures that were taken. I don't even remember the ship. I only remember the cabin and the British ladies that we sat with for dinner. And
Don't you think I'm always looking for another Mediterranean? Because I am.
Did excursions with, but I kind of don't have. I have no memory of that cruise.
So James says that he loves Frank's Cooking Corner. Kayla? Is that what that says?
Is it Kalia?
Kalia. I think it's Kalia. And she's asking, is anyone going on the Encore? Well, it's funny you should ask.
We are.
Because we have a group cruise in January of 2020 on the NCL Encore. So if you're interested in some more information, you simply have to email us. And what's that email address, Frank?
cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com.
Now that's ROCHESTER. And please, in the regarding section, put group cruise.
Hey,
Now-
Silo Steve, where have you been?
Hey, Silo. Hi, Tony. Tony's here. Tony's on our group cruise. Plane Spotters here from Oslo, Norway.
Oh,
Glad to
awesome.
have you. Sarah Connor says, if I suddenly become independently wealthy, I will be back on the group cruise. Tabitha has expensive tastes. Well, Frank knows how that is, because so do
I feel your pain.
And Lane loves Frank's Cooking Corner, and she said that she's got to try the fajitas, and I have to
yes.
agree. And guys, what I want to say about those fajitas, if you haven't watched that recipe, or you have, is that it freezes really,
Yes.
really well, and you don't necessarily have to eat the fajita, the chicken fajitas that you make in that crock pot, in a wrap.
Right.
So last night I had leftovers that we had frozen, and I just took the chicken and green pepper and onion
it's
mixture
the whole
thing,
fajita thing and the juice
and we did some brown rice, and we had it over brown rice, and it was delicious.
Right.
So
It does. It freezes well. The Cooking Corner episodes, I'm really trying to juggle between main dishes and desserts. So there's more main dishes coming up for dinner, desserts that are coming up that are special.
Oy vey. Are we back? This is crazy. Are we back? It's going to be a good time. Hello?
I see you.
See you. Okay, thank you. So tell him what just happened, and tell him what I'm holding.
His iPhone 7 just went into major overheat, and shut down. He is now holding the phone on top of a frozen bag of peas to try to cool the phone down.
Is that not the craziest
Isn't that
thing?
crazy? I know. It's like, are we going to do the live stream with carrier pigeons next?
I just can't believe that every technological problem that could happen has happened
It's
today.
like we're just getting bounced. Holy moly.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, Miss V, I was about to cry too. So, that's hard. I don't know how you're going to hold it, Bill. So, anyways, let me scroll back and see what was going on.
Oh, yeah, well, James-
while I was running around like a chicken with a head cut off.
James is filling us in. He said people were asking how many people are going on the group cruise.
So currently,
Whoops.
see, you're not allowed to hold this.
Well,
I will hold it, and you will have to look at this. So, let's see. How many people?
100. So we're still at a.
Yeah.
We got a new report from
About
Sarah.
130. We haven't gone over the report
Yeah.
yet. So I can't tell you Kevin's streaming corner.
Oh my God.
We really can't tell you the exact number yet because people are falling off and new people are booking. We have a few new bookings.
Right. I have a tentative list of people that have already contacted us
Hi, just Pamela.
requesting to get into the private Facebook group for the cruise. And we're like, well, I don't know that name, but they probably just booked. And it's like, oh, yeah, we did just book. Oh, so, people are coming in, people are coming out, but it's been staying at that 120-ish mark. So still a good amount of people.
Laura Free said that she's so happy to see us live streaming. She works weekend nights, so she always misses our live streams. Well, I'm sorry, but usually Sundays is best for us, so that's why we do that. But I am glad that that we are able to have you here today.
Right. And Kim, yes, families and children are coming on the group cruise. So, it's crazy.
How can I do this?
I said get a little,
Yeah, but a towel is just going to make it just as hot.
you love that bag of peas, don't you?
Well, because what do you guys do when you have a fever?
Bag of frozen peas.
Or, let's see. I can't jerry rig it.
Oh, you want to fold it in half. Is that what you want to do?
I just wanted it behind it.
Here, go on, let it sit on the peas.
I don't think it's going to work. Is it going to work? I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, it's falling.
Oh my God, we're jerry rigging a bag of peas. How crazy is
It's
that?
not. It's probably going, oh, look, you got it. He got it. Okay.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Ugh. Except now this is so tilted, it's hard to read.
Just don't bang on the laptop or the peas are going to fly.
Kim wants to know if any families are going or kids.
Yes, I said they are. Families and children are coming on the group cruise.
It's a nice group size, so, we hope that works out.
And Silo, don't think I wasn't thinking about putting the phone on the dogs. Oh, Kim, they have a family of 15 going.
No, that's James,
James.
saying that he has a family of 15
oh,
going.
Oh, I was like...
You have a family of 15 going, James? Because if you do, why aren't they all booked with our group? Or are you referring to the 15 cabins that is a whole family? Because there's a family with 15 cabins.
Yes, mini suites.
Worth of, or 5 cabins worth of
yeah.
family members going, which is really, really nice.
We should have put this your iPhone in streaming from the freezer.
In the freezer, right? Yeah. James was referring to that family.
Oh gosh. Yes, we had a pea slip.
Slippage.
But I fixed it. It was touch and go for a minute, but I made it work.
Scrapper wants to know, did you get your new shoes yet?
Oh yeah, I got both pair. They came within 15 days.
That was really nice.
It came relatively fast. They originally said 4 to 6 weeks.
You know what came today? Did I tell you? Did you see it?
I saw it and I unpacked it. I'm not sure about it.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Well, I haven't talked to you about it because we were in the middle of preparing to live stream in the basement, and that all went to crap.
Well, we ordered a new back set, some sets for Frank's Tales from the High Seas. We don't know because it just came today. It came from China.
China.
So it took a really long time to get here. I don't know.
I know. Just yesterday they were saying it was trying to clear customs, and today it showed up on the door.
I think they're liars. Amazon lies.
I know. It's like, I always say, equate that to, if anybody in the live stream, are you Star Trek fans? Do you remember the old Star Trek series and the Star Trek movies? And Chief Engineer Scott used to always tell Captain Kirk, oh, I got to fix the engines. Oh, it's gonna take about 3 days. And he's like, 3 days? Scotty, I need it now. And of course, Scotty, inevitably, the engines would be fixed in 1 day. And he would always say, you never tell them how long it's really going to take. So
Fernando was saying that they didn't understand, are we planning a group cruise? And yes, indeed, we are planning a group cruise. Group cruise is for January of 2020. If you're interested, you just have to email us, and we will get you the information. Is that right?
What?
Is that the right date? That's not the right date, is it?
Yes, it's January 19th through the 26th of 2020.
That's why I have the 26th in my head.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I know, Steve, I knew you would like this shirt.
Sarah Connors needs information on wheelchair rental for Greece cruise. You need to find out what NCL is requiring, because it is European. If it was in the United States, then we could tell you that they would be that you would have to rent your wheelchair through Special Needs at Sea. We're not sure if that is the same for Europe. And since I'm not live streaming from my computer, and since my phone is being held up by the laptop, I can't look that up for you.
With a bag of peas.
So I apologize. Fernando says, count me in. He wants to go. They want to go. So you just need to email us at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr.com after the live stream is over and this saves to replay. All the information will be in the description below as to how to contact us, and I will send you the information, because you have to book the cruise with a specific agent and with a specific number in order to be included in all of the activities.
Anybody who's interested in the group cruise, you cannot book it yourself online. You cannot call NCL 1-800 number and just talk to any Joe Schmo.
Hi, Kristen.
Who answers the phone in their cubicle. There is a specific group cruise agent at NCL that is handling our group cruise, and you will receive a group cruise number. So keep that in mind. And yes, Laura, the show must always go on.
That's right. Jack says that his birthday is this month, so he's giving half off.
What? Well, that's pretty inappropriate.
That's disgusting and inappropriate, and we won't take that.
Yeah, so.
And we're going to give half off on being booted out of our room.
Right.
So thank you. Thanks, James, for taking care of that. What a jerk.
Honestly, people, you know what I would say to people? Get a life. Obviously, we're here to talk about cruising.
Live long and prosper, Frank.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's gross. Sorry about that, guys. See, I can't read it fast enough to stop myself from reading it.
I know. It's like a train wreck. You can't take your eyes off of it. But people are bizarre.
Thanks, James.
Jenny Hess, Star Trek Cruise 2021. I'm going to go so bad.
No, we're not going on no Star Trek cruise.
Bummer.
I always find that the theme cruises are more expensive.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'd rather go on a lot of cheap cruises.
I know, but if you got money to burn, I say throw it at a theme cruise.
Hi, Teresa. Oh, well, Jenny said that you can go with her. So.
Yay! Woohoo!
Hi, Teresa. Teresa says, hi, Cruising with Wheels. Love you both. Y'all are not only informative, but funny. Love y'all. Kissy face, kissy face, kissy face, sunglass, smirk.
Janae, is it Janae Fields? Janae, is it how you say Janae? Because I'm going to say it that way.
Janae. It could be Janae or it could be Jenny.
It could
It
be.
could be another way to say, because we have a client that comes to the shop and that's how that she spells Jenny.
Well, I'm going to make you very French and say
Janae.
No, we haven't been on a Disney cruise yet.
I want to go on a Disney cruise.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I want to go on
You
a
wanna
Disney
go on a
cruise
Disney
too.
I want to go on a
Can
Disney.
I go with you?
Well, I want to go on a Disney cruise just so they announce my name. Because they are never in a million years going to be able to say our last name.
That's true.
Never in a million years. So some of you know our last name, and there's no need for you to put it in the chat room. I'm just saying. Some of you know our last name. It's hyphenated. It's 13 letters long.
It's long.
13 or 14 letters long.
My name alone was
never get it.
complicated. My entire life, nobody could pronounce it. Hey, Ann Jordan. Great that you're here. Yeah, Jenny, you will get your exercise pushing my fat behind around the ship.
Silo Steve says that he thinks that the blues cruise on the Jade would be a blast. Now, anything on the Jade, in my opinion, is going to be a blast. They have got a great crew.
We like the Jade. The Gem, the Jade.
Cynthia is asking if you would consider doing a recipe for two.
A recipe for two? What does that mean?
I'm assuming a Frank's Cooking Corner with a recipe for just two persons.
Oh, okay. Something that
like
can just
Chateaubriand, not Chateaubriand, like maybe Coq au vin.
I see.
Could be it for two. I don't know.
Oh
You know
God.
what, Cynthia?
He's gonna want me to like make like a prime rib, or
Well, it doesn't matter. We've done a 5-pound prime rib and it's been for the two of us.
Don't tell them that. Well, they'll think we're hogs.
But that was for, special.
Oh, gosh. I'm trying to be good on my diet. 4 months.
Well, Nicole wants us to talk about hiding of ducks on the cruise. Now, I think that's an interesting topic. I think it's going to be horrible that I say this, but, we keep it real, right? We keep it real. I think it's stupid. I think it's...
So tell us what you really feel.
I think it's stupid, and because I like the concept of hiding little things for other people to find, but I want everybody that does that, hiding of ducks, consider what the staff has to go through.
You mean like, oh my God, there's another duck, for the love of God.
So they find this thing, let's say this is a duck, right? They find your duck, you know where your duck's going? In the trash. So now you've wasted your hard-earned money and time on your cruise.
Running around hiding ducks, along apparently with everybody else hiding ducks, because apparently it's now become a thing that I'm sure the crew of the ship is not liking.
Mm-hmm. And you're hiding your ducks so that people can find them, and you're taking other people's ducks. Well, why doesn't everybody just keep their own ducks?
Buy your own duck.
I mean, I get the concept. It's cute. It's an interesting idea. I just don't think it's a good idea. Plus, you got to take the stupid things with you.
I know.
We don't have room in our luggage for anything else.
Good Lord. There is a question from Ginger.
Way to go.
She just popped up on your phone, so I'm going to assume I'm going to see Ginger coming up soon.
Well,
here.
but you missed all the other stuff.
Ginger Becker. Are you still going to share the molten cake recipe?
That was what I was trying to tease earlier, and we went right past it.
Yeah, isn't the famous Carnival chocolate melting cake? Could that be one of an upcoming Frank's Cooking Corner that he's already filmed and it's waiting to go public? Possibly.
So anybody that's interested in the molten recipe and is going to try it needs to go out and buy these. This is a ramekin, right?
Yeah, little ramekins.
This is, this one is, I think, a 7-ounce, right?
I think it's an 8-ounce.
An 8-ounce, maybe. And I got them, believe it or not, at Bed Bath & Beyond. So if you have a Bed Bath & Beyond,
go there.
Go there. Use your coupon.
I bought 2
sets of them.
I know. I got all these cool ramekins. And
It was delish. He perfected the recipe and it was spot on. I think some of you have actually seen some pictures that I have posted on our Instagram account of the actual cake.
I know. So
I had mine the second day with mint chocolate chip ice cream, which caused a fury.
Yes, I know. Of comments of, I didn't know Carnival had chocolate chip ice cream. Well, they don't. We're at home. And we made it ourselves.
Wow.
So that cooking corner recipe for the famous Carnival chocolate melting cake will be coming soon.
I have something for Jenny. You know what I have for Jenny?
What? Oh.
Because she says that she only wants to go on Disney Cruise with Derek and Gregory. Well, they're from D&G, and I got news for you. Derek and Gregory are going to be cruising with us on our next cruise.
In 4 months, we will see them.
And it's not on Disney.
Right.
Baby.
They'll be
with us on
the
NCL.
Escape. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Sarah Connor says, I'm not sure if this is personal or not. Do you ever go to LGBT mixers? We didn't on the Spirit in February, but we are socially awkward. Now, I have to tell you that we have tried and tried and tried. And now I say to all the LGBT, I'm sorry.
Did you see that? He went.
That's what we do.
We have found that the LGBT mixers, or what they call in the newsletter, Friends of Dorothy, are usually at 7 p.m. every night.
Right.
Well, at 7 p.m., we're probably coming out of dinner,
going to a show.
And so we've passed by. I remember when we were on a cruise with Joanne and Christine.
This is what happened.
We went there. We went to the bar.
Ready?
Yeah, and everybody did the usual gay bar walkabout, checking out who was there and deciding whether that we were worthy enough to talk to, or young enough, or pretty enough, or whatever enough. It was your typical gay bar scene, and they just kept walking back and forth, hoping that new meat would show up. And we were like, this is crazy. People aren't here to want to mix and make friends. They're here to see what meat is going to show up and pinch our butts. Stop. And so we're like, no, we don't.
I pitched this coolie.
Yeah, it's like, no, we got better things to do
than
play the gay game.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about being socially awkward. Just skip it.
Yeah.
But there was that one cruise that we felt really bad. We were on the I believe we were on the NCL Jade with Dave and Darlene, maybe. And there was
You felt bad?
Yeah, because there was this whole group and contingency of men, or maybe it was on the Getaway. I can't remember. I must not feel that bad. I can't remember.
He doesn't even know.
But we were on a cruise, and every night they went hoping that we were going to be there, and we never showed up because we're at that point where we were like, and the last night they were like, we've been waiting for you. Are you ever going to come?
Well,
and
gosh,
we were like,
forget it. Come find us.
I know.
You don't have to be at a bar hoping we'll show up. Just come get us. And but you know what? Every cruise we go on, there is always a huge contingencies of LGBT cruisers.
They're everywhere. We are everywhere. So we want to welcome Elaine is here, and she's going to Bermuda. Congratulations. We can't wait. We're going to. Hi to Julie Wilson. Meredith Doyle, congratulations on getting your new passport.
Oh, wow.
You better make good use of it.
Oh, Elaine Musek, yes. I have made Cornish hens. I used to make it for my mother.
Never made it for me.
So, yeah, that's an excellent idea.
Years? 14, 15 years, I never had a Cornish hen. What the hell? You know what I would like?
What?
You know what it would be a good chicken...
What
Welcome to live streaming. You know what would be great? Would be chicken cordon bleu. That's what I would like.
Oh, okay.
And that's easy. You want me to teach you how to make that?
What am I, some newbie? I need instructions. I'll turn this kitchen over to you. Go.
Elizabeth Webb would like to know, is cruising pretty affordable? Any tips for making a cruise more affordable?
Oh, absolutely.
There are tons of tips
Absolutely.
on making it more
Tips
affordable.
and tricks, but you always got to watch out for all the hidden costs, because what you see when you're researching about, ooh, I can get this cabin for $300. It's not for $300.
Right.
You got taxes and port fees and gratuities and stuff. Oh, who's that from?
It's from Jenny.
Oh, Jenny,
Thank you for the
again,
super chat, Jenny.
Wait,
oh,
mwah.
and I have to say something. Right now, there's 88 people in the chat room, and we only have 39 thumbs up. So people better be smashing that thumbs up button.
Excuse me? What? What? What did you say? How many? Are you all, the rest of you asleep?
Lori Freeze says the wheelchair company for NCL is Scoot Around. Call NCL in advance and they will arrange it for you. Yes, Lori, Scoot Around and Special Needs at Sea are the same company.
Yes.
I misspoke.
They combine.
Special Needs at Sea bought, or Scoot Around bought Special Needs at Sea.
So when you check one, the other pops up.
Thank you for correcting me. Ron, thank you, Ron. Another super chat. Super chats! We love that.
Yeah, we did rent a wheelchair one year for me, but you know, there's nothing like having your own. And I, you know, because I have my own, I know how it works. I know my comfort in it. I know how to maneuver. I'm wheeling and dancing and rolling, and yeah, I kind of miss my own. So no, we so far, knock on wood, my wheelchair has so far made it.
James Till would like the recipe for tagliatelle carbonara.
Okay.
Carbonara. Stop saying it over me, because then I screw it up. Well, anyways, he wants that recipe.
Oh, I gotta write that down.
You don't know how to make it.
I will figure it out.
And you know what? Who says we're gonna give you the secret to our sauce? I'm sorry. That's a secret. Ain't nobody gonna learn my secret to the sauce,
God.
baby.
Do you want to go grab my my recipe book just real quick? I can show them my book.
You tell me to write that down, and now I gotta go over there.
Be a good secretary. Go off with you, please. Thank you. I'm trying to educate everyone.
I don't even know where it is.
I know. I swear to God, he doesn't live here. He does not live. He doesn't know where anything in the house is. Okay.
I'll show them.
Okay.
So this is the recipe book, people. Do you see how thick it is? It's almost as thick as his head. Okay.
Those are all my recipes.
Let's see what we got in here. You ready?
It's broken down.
We've got appetizers, soups and salads, breads, pastas. What does this say? I can't read that.
I can't see.
I can't read it.
That's fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables, beef and pork, chicken, pies, cakes, beverages, cookies.
Yeah.
Well,
my
I don't
whole
know what
life
else is in here.
Yeah, my whole life I took
But it's some of my recipes
Well,
too.
no, it is, because a lot of recipes that you gave me, but when I finally got a computer, I got all those recipes that were handwritten, recipes that were passed down, and got them all computerized and started to put the recipe book together.
I just got really freaked out. I walked over and saw that this was black. I thought that we went dead again.
Oh my God, crazy. Yeah, a lot of them are family recipes. And then, of course, when I met Kevin, he was like, oh, I used to have this. I used to eat and love it. Here, make it. And I'm like, okay, well, what is it? Oh, okay, I think I can work with this.
Alicia Pert says instead of duck hiding, just go geocaching. I agree.
What?
Julie said because we're way behind here. We're way behind. I'm trying to catch up because we keep going off on tangents.
There's so much to talk
Are you
about.
still going to share the molten cake?
Yes.
Boom, yes.
That video is coming out soon.
I kind of... what's the theme of your live streams?
Right now, it's called Chaos.
Chaos is our theme today. We've had to reboot and redo things like 4 times, 5 times.
Computer to laptop to iPhone, from basement to kitchen.
We're almost caught up. So, Point Dog says, wow, that is a big recipe book. Get that book printed up and out on the shelves. Yes, pointer dog. We are very organized. That's how we
Yes.
live our lives.
And you know, when my sister and mom come over, and it's a recipe that I think she'll like, you know, I always print out a copy for her, and I actually made her a recipe
You're
book.
freezing. Are you cold?
No, not actually, not really. Am I dead?
Yes,
You better check it
because
out.
Your arm just brushed up against me, and it's like, oh wow.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Sorry.
No,
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I
It
think it's
just
still here.
startled me.
It's like, oh my God, the dead man's talking.
I would get you
A shawl.
a shawl or something if you wanted something. Tony, I think it was Tony Wilson asked, are they all family recipes? They're not all family recipes, but most are family
Yeah.
recipes,
And there's-
either from my family
Right.
or from Frank's family. So if you've seen some of his cooking corners, like Chicken a la King,
Right.
that was my great Aunt Isabel's recipe.
Kevin's meatloaf recipe, that was his recipe.
My recipe.
Yeah, there's quite
Meatball cookies.
right.
Are they yours or
Butterball
mine?
cookies, meatball cookies. No, those are mine.
Did you do the meatballs from scratch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh hell yeah.
Excuse me.
None of that box cake crap.
But I like the quick recipe. It's nice for filler.
No, we don't do filler here.
Yeah,
And
sometimes
then
we do.
there's a lot of recipes that people share with me, and recipes that I find online, like that Butterfinger pie. I found that recipe online, and I thought it was interesting, and I made it, and it was to die for, and I shared it, and so many of you ran out and made it ASAP, and you loved it.
So Shannon Brown says, should they bring a spare tube for their son's wheelchair in case they get a flat tire? Yes. If you are taking your own wheelchair, we suggest you make up a kit.
Yes.
And we do have a video on that. We showed everything that was involved in putting Frank's repair kit together.
Right.
He doesn't have tubes in his
Right.
wheels for his wheelchair, but you know, things like the right size wrench,
Right.
the right size
The mini Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, the appropriate Allen
and
wrench.
only you will know what tools you'll need. So
Right.
you'll have to put together a little toolkit, and we suggest that you pack that in something that you're going to check with the airline.
Right.
If you're going to do it as a carry-on, you need to advise them that you have these
Right.
tools, and you want to go on to the TSA website and the cruise line, not the cruise line, the airline's website, to make sure that the tool size is
Right.
appropriate to be on the plane, because they only let you be like so
Right,
big.
and my tools are in a little bag this big, and they're miniature, but each tool handles the nuts and bolts of my wheelchair. So we are prepared. Knock on wood, nothing's happened.
If you knock on my head again.
Sarah, you watched all our getaway vlogs?
You liar! Oh, that was a fun cruise, wasn't it? We had a good time on the getaway.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh, Cynthia now wants meatloaf. So you can find that recipe in Frank's Cooking Corner. Now available on iTunes. Oh, God.
Yeah, Wanda, the Carnival's chocolate melting cake has very little flour in it. Very, very little. It's only has 1/4 cup of flour, and everything else is egg and sugar, and so yeah, I was kind of surprised.
It's really, really good.
Yeah,
It's
gosh,
really good.
it was.
It's
It was
really
like
good.
going right into chocolate pudding, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. It was awesome, and I have to tell you that we had leftover little ramekins in the refrigerator, and
It reheats quite
it
well.
reheated very well in the microwave and didn't lose its gooey consistency.
Just got to be careful.
Shocker.
BH says, I'm guessing Frank won't be cooking duck for Kevin anytime soon. The answer is no. Neither of us like game.
Yeah, Cornish. The Cornish hen is as far as I'll go, but neither of us like duck. Neither of us like lamb What else did we want? We don't like the same.
We don't like seafood, pretty much, so you won't see seafood. Although I might have to do a guest appearance on Frank's Cooking Corner and make clams casino.
Now, we both like clams casino. I like a good crab cake. He doesn't. I wouldn't mind stuffed mushrooms with a little seafood, a little crab on top of a veal Oscar. But in terms of ripping apart a lobster or eating sea bass,
I don't want to work too hard
or
for my
anything
food.
that's mainstream fish, we don't do that.
Melissa Hayes says that she watched cooking episodes while exercising. That's great. You were burning off calories and probably gaining calories by watching him cook.
Oh my God, I'm contributing to the delinquency of our subscribers. Here, have some pie, some molten melting cake.
I don't know what that means. Lynn Ackerman says that they are going on a Baltic cruise at the end of August. Do you have any tips? Tip number 1, I'll try not to be jealous.
Yeah, we want to go on a Baltic cruise.
Yeah, we really wanted to do a Baltics cruise. I'm not sure what cruise line you're on, but our biggest tip is always book as much as you can before you go and pay for it so that you don't have a big bill when you come back. And
it's all in budgeting.
It's budgeting and
budget
planning.
To pay it off. Budget for the excursions you want to do. Budget for the cash you want to bring with you. It's all budgeting so it doesn't become so overwhelming. Unless you're somebody that just doesn't care and you're like, charge it. Worry about it later.
So Wanda says that she still can't have it because she's gluten-free. And that was one of the things that I had written down to talk to Frank about, the possibility of doing some gluten-free cooking corners.
Recipes. Oh boy. Maybe we can sneak in on that Baltic cruise in someone's suitcase. No? Is it no?
I don't know. Ooh, somebody makes fudge. Meredith makes fudge. I love fudge. Fudge.
Chocolate fudge, peanut butter fudge, maple fudge. Fudge, send it. Just send the fudge.
Good night, Julie Wilson. She's going to sleep. It's midnight in the UK. Bye. Ms. V said that the chocolate cake that Frank made for my birthday looked delicious.
4-layer with raspberry filling. Did you like it?
And she made it. Can I finish?
Yes.
And she made it. And hers was delish, but didn't look as good as yours. I don't remember if it had raspberry in it.
It did. It was a combination of an assortment of
You've made so many different chocolate cakes, we don't know which one.
And then frosting, and then raspberry and frosting. It was a 4-layer cake.
But didn't you make multiples? Didn't you do a Reese's Pieces one year? Every year there's a different cake, so I don't know.
That was a Reese's Pieces cheesecake.
Okay.
Are you questioning me?
I'm just saying, I don't know which one she meant. Do you like tofu? I like tofu. Tofu just tastes like whatever you cook it in.
Pumpkin fudge. Yes. Any fudge. Any fudge.
Did you mention that Shannon should always bring an air pump for her son's wheelchair tube? Chris, no, actually what she had asked us is, should she bring an extra tube in case she gets a flat tire? And of course, why wouldn't you? And we always suggest you bring a toolkit to try to repair.
Whatever your chair is made of.
Whatever you need.
Replacement parts, whether it's pumping air, another inner tube, nuts and bolts, you just bring it with you.
Thank you for the super chat, Julie.
Julie D! Thank you.
Julie D in the house.
I know.
And you know what? Yeah, ever since Elaine said fudge, I want fudge.
I know.
Whoever said fudge, now I want fudge.
No fudge, I'm on my diet, no fudge.
Wanda says that creme brulee is gluten-free, and it's her favorite.
Ooh, now you want me to bring his favorite. That's his favorite, creme brulee.
I love creme brulee, but I will tell you that I do not like it on the cruise ships. They do not make it right.
Yeah, they don't.
The only one that's made it right so far has been Carnival.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about creme brulee, but I know looking at it, before he even touches it, I know it's not right.
He can tell by the look on my face when I'm like...
I can tell. I'm looking at his face, I'm looking at the creme brulee, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. But no, I would try making creme brulee here at home. You need to buy me the little torch.
Yeah, that's what scares me.
Me with a torch in my hand?
I don't like you using the stove.
I know. Oh my God.
What's this say? What's that say right there? Tyler.
It's short for Tyler in Vancouver.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yes, and he's going on his first Royal Caribbean cruise on the Ovation of the Seas. 10 days in November. He's doing the Sydney to New Zealand.
Jealous.
He was on the Bliss from LA to Miami last November. My Time Dining.
Always my time dining.
Yes.
Always.
Yes, whatever cruise ship you're on.
But you know what? It's the NCL Bliss, so it's freestyle. There is no set dining times.
But Royal Caribbean, yeah.
But you want to pick the My Time Dining option if it's available. You better get on it.
Yeah, My Time, Anytime, whatever they're calling it, we're all over that.
Yeah, because then you can go anytime you want.
Yeah.
But, I always still suggest make reservations.
Yeah.
We plot out everything that we possibly can, from when we're eating dinner to when we're going to a show to the times we're getting off port, so that we can look at a schedule and go, oh, I have to be here. Right. Okay.
But there are times where it just doesn't happen. There are times where I have skipped dinner and I'm like, I can't do dinner. I don't feel good. I don't want to eat. So go to dinner, go without me. And so things change, and say, well, maybe if you rest and you might feel better later, and we'll do dinner a little later. So that's why we love the freestyle anytime, my time, whatever time they're calling.
So Carol Adams says, hey guys, first time I was able to make one of your live streams, and y'all have made my evening commute so much fun. Never change. You guys are so much fun.
Thank you, Carol.
Keep your hands on the wheel if you're driving. Because I do actually, Frank would probably freak.
I will.
But I do listen to some live streams and YouTube videos from other creators while I'm driving. But I do it through...
He does it through his hands. That's what he's trying to say. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I do it through...
Oh, she's parked now.
The Apple thing. What do I have on my phone?
How do I know?
On my computer. In my car, it goes Apple something. I don't know. I plug my phone in, my screen changes. It's not Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Carol's using Bluetooth, so that's good. Anyway,
we have so many people that listen to us while they're doing their commute to and from work, while they're at the gym, while they're cleaning their house, while they're, so many things in this. And I had people say, my husband's complaining because every time he comes home, there's this guy's voice coming from the house. And it's us on their TV. And it's like, who are these guys I keep hearing every time I come home?
Sarah says that she's always giggling about the differences in the cruise opinion versus overall video. Kevin on the cruise, I loved that meal.
Right.
After the cruise, it was just okay.
Yeah.
And she says that they're the same way.
You know what we used to say in retail? Today's peacock is tomorrow's feather duster. That's
the
usually
meals,
what happens.
when you're in the moment, sometimes it's really good. And then when you go, Apple CarPlay, thank you, Carol. That was going to drive me insane.
I had a point to it. I know it was killing him. He couldn't remember.
It was driving me insane. Anyways, when you're in the moment, something tastes so great. And of course, you're doing a vlog. And, I will be truthful. If the thing is horrible, I'm going to tell you it's horrible, and we have done that.
Oh, God, we came back from that NCL Bliss La Cucina dinner, and I think it was a double episode.
Yeah, we
were
had
not
a
happy.
real moment about that.
Yeah.
But in regards to outstanding meals, they are just as outstanding in the vlogs as they are when we got home. Because remember, we're in the moment and we're filming, and if it's good, it's good, and we say it.
And as my mom would say, when you're hungry, you'll eat anything.
Well, but then when we get home and we're preparing our overall view of everything, we've had all the meals. We've ate at all the restaurants. So then you're comparing this meal to that meal.
Yeah,
and maybe I said it was outstanding there, but then...
But after the cruise is over, that wasn't, because this was. And that was number 2, and that was number 3.
Right. What do you think of all the cruise mishaps lately?
I cannot believe when I saw that MSC ship just careen in between that riverboat and the dock.
I mean,
I can't imagine being on that riverboat and watching that huge ship come after me. Ship out of control. What's up with that?
And I've been in Venice. I have been on the dock there, and I was picturing me standing there going, holy crap! And we got to get out of here.
I just don't understand where it's all these, quote, runaway cruise ships. How does a cruise ship get runaway and out of control? I don't get it.
And I don't get MSC. I mean, MSC is an Italian cruise line. If anybody should be familiar with those waters, it is MSC. It is Costa. It is Aida. So it was very, very surprising. And what do they do? They fall asleep?
What are they doing on the bridge? I mean, seriously, the ships are crashing into docks, crashing into other boats, crashing into. I don't understand. It does make you think.
Right, it really does. So, I don't know. I'm not too concerned with the mishaps that we see. And I'll tell you the reason why. My opinion is that there's a car accident in the United States. We're in the United States. And I think that the statistic is there's a car accident every 30 seconds.
That's sad.
30 seconds or a minute. Something like that. It's ridiculous. Somebody can Google it, and somebody's going to correct me, I'm sure, in the chat, which is great. If somebody can look up the statistic. But we're not afraid to get in a car, and we're not afraid to drive someplace.
And when you think of all the cruise lines and all the cruise ships for the cruise lines, and they all cruise every week, 52 weeks a year, for all these years.
And you hear one thing happen on this ship or one thing on that ship.
Right. And it's similar to the norovirus outbreak. It only gets attention when it's, 300 people on a ship, but there's thousands and thousands of victims of the norovirus here on land every day, and nobody hears about it.
Right.
CNN ain't reporting on it.
Right.
So you got to take it all in context and with a grain of salt. And
Shelly Brack says that she's a first-time cruiser and she wants to know how much to tip daily for stewards. And that's an interesting question that we get very often. And we do have a video coming up. It's going to be called, I think it's called the top 10 times when not to tip.
When not to tip.
Not to tip.
Right. But we did a video on the tipping process.
Well, and so I want her to watch that because when it comes out, keep your eye out for it.
Right.
Because one of the things we say is a lot of these extra tips that people are giving to the stewards and to the bartenders and to the entertainers and to blah, and the list goes on and on and on. It isn't necessary. If you want to tip over and above, you can. Your steward has already been taken care of with your daily tip.
Right.
So you're going to be charged a daily gratuity based on how many people are in the room and based on the length of your cruise. Usually we'll say, for example, $10 a day, right? So it's a 7-day cruise. $10 a day, it's $70 for me and $70 for Frank, and that covers all your gratuities.
Right.
Now, we like to go above and beyond.
We do, because we love our cabin stewards. And how we do it is we allocate cash in an envelope before we leave for the cruise. And we take that money and we divide it in half. And we give our cabin steward half the extra money right up front, like on the first day when we meet him. And we say to him or her, we know you're going to do an awesome job. We know you're going to take care of us, and we really appreciate all your hard work. And it's in a thank you card, and there's cash. And they're like, oh, thank you so much, and they really love it. Now, by the end of the cruise, if he or she has taken care of us and has done above and beyond, we give them on the last day the other 50% of the cash that we have in a final thank you note. We never give it all up front, and we don't wait till the last day. We feel day one incentive, thank you. Last day, if you've earned it, you get the other half. That's how we do it.
And the next question comes from Angela, and she says, what is the best time to look for a price drop on a cruise? Before the full payment is due or right after it's due, since some people may cancel their cruises at that point. Now, what we always say is, so this is our opinion. So that's going to be the disclaimer. Our opinion is if you were happy with the price of the cruise when you booked it, then don't look again. That's what we do. We don't bother.
Yeah.
We were happy with the price when we booked it, so we should be happy with the price when we sail. Now,
He used to do that.
that being said, I used to kill myself for hours on end every day trying to find another deal, another better price, a lower price, or this or that, and the phone calls, and it just wasn't worth my time, energy, or aggravation. So, if you are looking for the best price, there is no special equation as to when that best price is going to come out, but I will tell you that the only time that you're going to get that price difference is prior to final payment.
Yeah, once you've paid it off, you're done.
Now, some people, including a few moderators in the room, would disagree with me, but I do know that from time to time, if you get the right representative after you've made the final payment, you can get onboard credit for the amount of the difference of what you paid versus how much it is now. However, you have to be very aggressive with them, and you have to get the right person. So I wish you much luck in that endeavor.
So the end of this this tale is, it never hurts to ask. Go for it. Plead your case. Make it the best case as if you were standing in a court of law. And if you get onboard credit or whatever, then awesome. We have another super chat from Lori Freeze. Thank you, Lori. Sweet.
Thanks, Lori. Ships are just as likely to have breakdown as a car.
Yeah.
And Film Watcher, or Film Fest guy, excuse me, has watched the video closely, and the captain maneuvered the ship to hit the dock to slow it down and not directly hit the river ferry.
Imagine the captain going, oh my God, this isn't working, and the ship is heading toward that boat. I was freaking out.
Cheryl Croft took our advice, and she gives tips in thank you cards. I think that's a really nice way of handling tipping somebody. Sometimes the person receiving the tip would feel uncomfortable. Sometimes we would feel uncomfortable giving the tip, or sometimes the people around us would feel uncomfortable. So that thank you card really buffers everything.
I know. Everybody likes to get an envelope. And as we say in Italian, a boost. So we like to get that. What can onboard credit be used for? Gina Karstens wants to know.
Everything!
It's cash in your account.
As long as it's just listed as onboard credit. But did you know that a lot of the cruise lines now have specified onboard credits?
Oh, wow.
So we can't
aren't they getting smart?
Well, it depends. See, because if you're, say we're going on a cruise, right? And your mom decides that she wants to give us onboard credit. She could buy us casino onboard credit.
Oh, okay.
Or spa onboard credit.
That's
and we
true.
would have to use it for
Well, yeah,
that specific
that makes sense. Right.
specific thing. However, if it's onboard credit that you're receiving from
Your brother and sister and our sister-in-law always give us a gift.
right, but I was going to say, if you're receiving your onboard credit because it's a promotion from the cruise line or as a gift from your travel agent, like we get onboard credit through cruises.com, then that generally is onboard credit you can use anywhere. You can use it to even pay your daily gratuities if you want. But remember, things rack up. We pay everything ahead of time, and if we have onboard credit, woohoo, we're going on a spending spree.
Oh, I know, because sometimes we get on board, and it's like between the onboard credit that we have accumulated through our travel agent, gifts that we've received from family members at holiday time or birthday, because they know we're going on a cruise, and they're and it's waiting, and so we get in the room, and all our onboard credit receipts from everybody's all laid out, and it's like, oh my God, but we've already prepaid the gratuities. We've already prepaid our specialty restaurants. We prepaid our excursions. What are we going to do with this money?
Meredith wants to know what cruise line has the best booze package. And that's going to be a difficult question to answer because it's going to depend on what you drink. So I would say that Carnival has the best priced package based on what it costs and what their cocktails cost. But then again, you might not be a Carnival cruiser. Like, we're not really Carnival cruisers. NCL has the best package that they give for free. So if you can get a free at sea promotion, it's the best package. But I think that Princess Cruises, just to confuse you all, I think that Princess Cruises has the best selection of drink packages. So you can get a variety of, you can get an unlimited, you can get a wine only, you can get beer packages, you can get soda packages, coffee cards.
Yeah, because, there are people that are just beer drinkers. There are people that are just wine drinkers. A follow-up.
Depends on what you're looking for.
Right. MK Wild said, when I called NCL about my cruise price going down after final payment, they upgraded me to a balcony from an inside cabin. See, so that's, again, cash didn't go back to you, but they wanted to keep a customer happy, and you got an upgrade.
But
so
I always say you have to take everything that you read in a chat room.
Right.
Or from vloggers with a grain of salt, because things change all the time.
And that's not going to happen for everybody.
And who said that? MK Wild? Yeah. MK Wild might have just gotten the right person at the right time on the phone that said, hey, I'm going to do this for you.
Right.
And it's beneficial for the cruise line toward the end when they're selling out of things to upgrade you to, like, he got upgraded to a balcony from an inside because maybe they were short on inside cabins.
There was a waiting list and people wanted inside.
Right.
And they're like, well, we got extra balconies, bump him up and we can sell an inside. We'll sell his. Yeah.
So, always go for it. See what happens.
Kay Zimmerman, you and I are going to fight each other to get to that $10 sale. Nothing I like better than when the ship has these, $10 sales or, whatever. I'm all over it.
Mango meltdown.
Oh, God.
Mango meltdown.
Oh, my God, Ron, it was a crime scene. It was a total crime scene.
Well, I don't know if he's seen, but some people might not understand that reference. If you don't know the story behind the Mango meltdown, you need to go check out the NCL Getaway. It was on the Getaway, right?
Yes.
The NCL, that dirty carpet.
Yeah. We were in our cabin on a sail.
Well, they'll have to check it out.
A sail away, and a crisis occurred.
Yeah.
Crime, actually.
So, in our playlist, the NCL Getaway, I think I actually named that one Mango Meltdown or something like that. Cocktail Down. It was not a happy place for me that day.
Oh, gosh.
I was so upset.
Yes, Alicia Perts, that's right, Cozumel, free parking. That crazy guy we ran into in the mall in Cozumel.
Okay, Gina asks, did you say cruises.com or cruise.com? We get this question all the time. There are two, we're going to get hate mail about this from cruise.com, but there are two booking companies.
Right.
They have very similar name. I wish I could bring up graphics now, but I can't. So we use cruises.com.
Right.
cruises.com.
Not cruise.
Not cruise.com.
Right.
Cruise.com are miserable to work with.
They are.
They're horrible, horrible, hateful agents.
We have people who come back and say, you recommended them and they're awful. And I said, no, you contacted cruise.com. We don't use them. We use cruises.com.
Right. So if you're interested in who we use, you need to email us and we'll get you that information of the exact representative that we work with because she's great. Alicia Pert said, free parking.
I know, that guy was cray.
Creepy.
Yeah, he was. I don't know what his problem was.
Ernie says, I'm a Christian. Is it okay for me to listen in? I don't know. That's between you and your God.
That's between you and the man upstairs.
We welcome everybody here, so I don't know what
religion has to do with a cruise chat, but hey.
Right. We don't discuss
There are two
religion or politics.
There's two things we do not touch.
We'd love to talk about money, though. Traveling with Bruce is here. Hi, Bruce.
Hey, Brucey.
He says, congratulations on passing 9,000 subs and best wishes from the TWB family. We appreciate that. Princess Cruise note from Film Fest guy Chris. When they run the culinary demo in the Princess Theater and then a galley tour, it drops you off in the dining room with their $10 sale. Exciting! Love $10 sale. We would probably skip the culinary demo and the gallery tour just to get to the $10 sale quicker.
It is dog eat dog at those banquet tables. Ugh. I'm going to have to get aggressive in my wheelchair. What else is happening?
See, Angela says that she's a Christian too. Ernie, Frank, and Kevin run a great, clean cruise channel. And I don't understand why we get that question often.
I don't know. I'm a Christian.
And, I mean, I don't know if it's because we're a gay couple. I don't know if people think... I don't know what people... I don't know. I don't know why.
I don't know. I agree with you, Alicia Pert. I totally agree. I don't like when people knock cruises and they've never been on one. Like I could just smack my sister. My sister, I was like, oh, don't you and David want to come on a cruise with us? Oh, God, no. Oh, I would hate it. Oh, I don't want. But you've never been on a cruise. You would love it. The entertainment, the food, port to port, the different countries. Oh, no, it's horrible. It's horrible. And I'm like, you can't say it's horrible. You've never been on one. What's wrong with you?
P.S. says, when do you book your flight and hotels? They're cruising in February of 2020. That's a hard question to answer. So, Sarah Connor says that she books 8 months out, but the fact remains that you can't book the cruise unless the flight schedule's out. You can't book the flight unless the flight schedule's out. So, Delta's schedule comes out 333 days prior to the day you are coming back. I know that sounds confusing. So their schedule will come out 330 days prior. So you just have to count 330 days.
Right. So we have it marked on our calendar to, the date that Delta is going to open up, the date Southwest is going to open up, the date JetBlue is going to open up.
Southwest and JetBlue are a little difficult. Their schedules lately have been coming out on a different tier. They've changed how they've done things. So, like today, I just checked for our group cruise, and the schedule is still not out for Southwest and JetBlue. So I usually, like we have decided for the group cruise that we absolutely have to take Southwest because it's free baggage for 2 bags each, checked, and we have a lot of stuff to bring.
Right.
So I'm holding out. I'm holding all my hopes on that Southwest.
Have we made our? We haven't made our hotel.
We haven't made our hotel yet because no.
We have to.
No, because we don't know where we're flying into.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, but.
No, I mean, if we're gonna fly in, well, yeah, I guess. But I don't.
It doesn't matter where we fly into. We know where we always want to end up, and if we're out of Miami, then we usually that's the hotel in Miami we're going to be at. So
well, I haven't worried about it. We haven't,
Miami,
I haven't
Fort
found
Lauderdale,
anything yet.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I haven't found anything yet. So as soon as I find something, we'll book something.
Here, where's the phone? Get another phone. Wait.
I mean,
Hello. Hello, I need to book a hotel.
I can't believe how much that echoed when you had this up to your. It was like, so anybody that needs to be echoey, it echoed. It was so cool. Right out of the ramekin.
Give me back my ramekin, baby. I just want to say the puppies are being very good. They're both here on the floor, in the kitchen, in their beds. Cece is sleeping. And Delilah is licking her bed. I don't know what that's about. Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I
okay.
did. Oh, okay. Oh, another idiot.
Idiots abound.
Oh my God. Know what I say? Get some therapy.
Favorite cruise line? Film Fest says, what's the favorite cruise line? What's your favorite cruise line? Answer Film Fest.
Oh, I don't know. Well, at this point, I would have to say NCL. But, you know, we're going to get on a Royal Caribbean. We want to do Holland America.
Well, we're going to be doing Royal.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Royal to Bermuda, so I can't wait to do that. And I'm going to have, you know,
we're looking into Virgin Voyages.
Yeah, so right now, since those have been the most.
Well, we should say that so far our favorite cruise line, we'd have to base that on the fact that the most handicap friendly we found has been NCL. So as far as how many bathrooms there are, as far as flow, being able to get around the ship. So that's why we choose NCL. But we do now, that we've been looking into others, newer ships, as ships come out. So that's why we're deciding that we're going to choose to try some other ships.
Yeah.
But that's why we say NCLs are
right, because we've been on them the most. Yeah, see, and Allison Smith said, Disney has ruined me for all other cruise lines. They're not just accessible, they are built for everyone.
Well, Allison, I don't know what ship you were on, but I got an email, and was it yesterday or today? I don't even think I told you, about somebody that was very disappointed with Disney and said it wasn't very accessible, which really, really surprised me. So that's why we always take everything that we read with a grain of salt. I'm sure what you were on you felt was accessible, but what you feel might be accessible in a lot might not be for somebody else.
Yeah, same thing with like the food. What we might think is great restaurants and food, people go, nah.
Right.
So it's all relative to how you are and what you feel.
Tyler in Vancouver says, have you got the $750 Amazon gift card or cruise credit on cruises.com? Now, we've been getting this question a lot. They're advertising right now. You can get up to. That's the key word. Up to. So the key word, people, is up to. Up to. Oh, it's backwards. Is it backwards?
No, you always think it is.
It looks backwards to me. But the keywords are up to $750. It's going to be based on what you spend. So if you book the most expensive suite and spend the most money, you're going to get a $750 Amazon gift card, or you're going to get $1,500 onboard credit. But let's face it, the average
Thank you,
cruiser is not going to be spending that much money, and they're not going to be booking the best suite, and they're not going to, so when you see these things advertised, you have to take a step back and not get all googly-eyed with the whole, I'm going to get a $750 gift card from Amazon.
Yeah, quick, let's book that inside cabin.
Yeah, I'm going to book that $750 inside cabin so my cruise is free. Because it's not going to happen. Generally, we get onboard credit based on what we've booked. And now we've been with cruises.com so long that we've gotten to a different status with them, so we get additional onboard credit.
So that's nice.
So, there is something to be said with going with an agent and being with someone so long. You do get a little extra perks. But in answer to your question, I'm sorry that was a long way to get around to it, is no, we didn't ever receive any $750 Amazon gift card, and I never choose when they run those specials. We never choose the cash back, and we never choose the gift cards because you get more in onboard credit. So I think with what we had booked, we would have gotten $25 Amazon gift card. And instead, we're getting $175 onboard credit. Right. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. How comes all of a sudden the chat goes, woo?
I don't know.
We also want to try Virgin Voyages, Melissa. Thank you for telling me that it reads correctly, Tom. I don't know why it always shows up backwards on here. But it is what it is. Ann Jordan says, if you're loyal to the cruise lines, the more onboard credit you can get. And for us, it's never been that way. It's been being loyal to our travel agent. We don't find it as much with the cruise line, but we do get perks like free dinners, free laundry, free internet, things like that.
We'll take all of that from the cruise line.
Yeah.
But we like our relationship with cruises.com and our contact, and we've been with them and her. And so not only do we get you get this onboard credit for booking, but now you're going to get more onboard credit because we've reached a higher status level with cruises.com. We've been with them so long. And so we got more, and we were pleasantly surprised.
Larry Blake wants to know, when do you order travel insurance? And what we generally do is we wait until we've made final payment. We decide if it's something we want to get or not.
And we have so much time after?
You usually have 10 days after making your final payment, but you want to purchase that travel insurance, but you want to check with your travel agent and or whoever booked your cruise to see what the particular cutoff dates for your sailing are. Lynn wants to know, does cruises.com work with Canadians? And I believe the answer is yes. I don't know the specifics because we are in the United States, but I do know that we have had some European subscribers reach out to me, and they have used our agent. But that being said, they had to pay in US dollars.
So we don't know the specifics in terms of payment and currency out of the country, Europe, Canada, whatever. So that you'll have to get from cruises.com. Yeah, it is hard to find a good travel agent sometimes. They're handling your money, you're putting your trust, your vacation, and you hope you get somebody good. Because when you do find somebody, hold on to them.
Lynn, if you want to email me or Frank, we will send you Donna's information.
We love her. So, where are we now? Are we going to wrap up? Okay. All right. It is 8 o'clock here in upstate New York, 8 p.m.
Western.
Western upstate New York. And so we're going to wrap up our live stream.
So let's just address Lynn's this little thing right here.
Okay.
Lynn says she usually does all her travel arrangements by herself. So I just want to tell Lynn how we do our cruises, because we do our cruises by ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So I do all the research. We decide which cruise we want to go on. We pick up the phone or we email Donna and she'll book it for us.
I mean, literally, we call her and say, Donna,
this is what we want.
A cruise we want. This is a date we want. This is the cabin we want. We look like the cabin. Can you get a couple? And we give her a list of handicap accessible cabins.
So, we do all of it ourselves, really. And then we just make payments to her.
Right.
And we book our own flights. We book our own hotels. So really, she's just a go-between, and we get a little bit of extra stuff because we always use her. So don't be put off by using a travel agent just because you normally book everything yourself.
You got those control issues like we do.
Right. So anyways, like Frank said, we got to wrap things up. I just wanted to address that last thing. Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. Thank you. Glad you and your daughter are going on your first cruise. It's coming up next month. Gosh, I know you're going to have a great time.
We want to let everybody know, we want to say thank you for joining us on this live stream.
I know, it's been a tough 2 days.
We really apologize for all the problems and the first 3 that we tried today.
I know.
And we want to apologize for not being able to live stream on Sunday. But sometimes shit happens.
And I also want to say that Kevin's iPhone is still hanging on this bag of peas.
I know, and the bag of peas is sweating. It's making me nervous.
That bag of peas is going into the trash. So
I'll put it back in the refrigerator.
Oh gosh, no.
I'll eat them.
Oh, Jesus.
I love my peas.
Okay.
So we want to thank everybody for all their super chats today. We want to thank you all for your great questions.
Yeah.
We want to remind you again, if you have any questions that we haven't addressed in this live stream, or maybe you want us to address in a Q&A, email them to us, Facebook message us, Instagram direct message us, Snapchat us. Just get those questions to us.
I know. Just send them in.
And until next time, we want everybody to always
travel safe
and cruise.